And what's going on, replay viewers? Let's see who tunes on in. I see Anthony Marcus, the first one in the room, and Robinson Lopes. Good to see you. Bloody hell. God damn. Steve Cruz with the opening bid of 100. Bloody hell. Steve Cruz with an extremely generous $100 super chat. Steve Cruz, thank you so much for the extremely generous $100 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $100. Bloody hell, you're just paying my bills here. Bloody hell. Steve Cruz, very deeply, deeply appreciated with extremely generous $100 super chat. We are starting off the strong. So since you gave me $100, I might as well tell you, the opening music that you hear at the beginning of the show, that is cue number 225 from the second season of the new Price is Right from 1973. It was composed by Ed Kowloff. So he also did the theme music for the Double Dare show for my generation. But Steve Cruz out there in the Big Easy, New Orleans, Louisiana, with an extremely generous $100 super chat. Bloody hell, let me entertain you. But Claudio Ordementri, Diana Lee, good to see you. Stephanie Gray, welcome on in. Gabby, thank you so much for the round of applause. And Lorraine Raymond, I'm having a great day. I hope you're having a great day, Lorraine. Good to see you there, Susan Barry. Claudio Ordementri, cannot sleep out in Italy. Buongiorno, Italy. If you can't sleep, let me give you some fireworks. Steve Cruz checking on in from New Orleans, Louisiana. Deeply appreciated again, Steve. Deeply, deeply appreciated. Thank you so much for sponsoring the channel with your extremely kind generosity. Good to see you, Nina. Welcome. Good to see you, Cynthia Sunflowers. Best intro ever. I agree. Good to see you, Nina. Welcome. And Alfred Hinkle. Good to see you. Kim Jensen's checking on in from Yatspliani. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Michigan. Pure Michigan. Good to see you there, Kim. Good to see you, Colleen. Welcome out there in Cyprus. And Neil's over there in Flatbush. Good to see you. RJ's checking on in from Colorado. And Jennifer Hayes, welcome. Good to see you, Michael Franco. Wepa, Puerto Rico. Buenvenidos, Michael Franco. Good to see you there, Mr. and Mrs. Metalhead Warrior up there in Westchester County. Good to see you there, Nadine Smith. And D Dirty, welcome. Good to see you, John the Beagle Dad, down there in Florida. And John Lore across the bridge in Staten Island. Good to see everybody, people. Bloody hell, you guys are being awfully kind, awfully nice. We got fireworks. Let's head down to the waterfront. Let's do it. Let's head down to the waterfront before people start bothering me. Good to see you, KK13. Welcome. Good to see everyone. Shout out to all the channel members. Thanks to all the channel members. This broadcast is brought to us in stunning 1080p. Thank you guys so much for affording me to have two signals. We're on Verizon and T-Mobile. Fireworks are at approximately an hour and 15 minutes from now, so 9:45 Eastern time. 9:45 Eastern time. So we're going to be waiting around a lot, just yapping. Good to see you, Miss Nisi. Welcome, and welcome, Jay Chulo. Welcome, and bloody hell. Oh my God. Guys, let me entertain you first. Kim Jensen. Kim Jensen with an extremely generous $50 super chat. Y'all are bringing up the heat today. Kim Jensen, thank you so much for the extremely generous $50 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $50 club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big and extremely generous $50 super chat. Let me entertain you people, please, for the love of God. We're only 7 minutes into the broadcast. Thank you so much, Kim, for your kind generosity, as well as being a channel member. Deeply, 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 deeply appreciated. Oh my goodness. Good to see you, William, up here in Brooklyn. My God, you guys are being so nice today. Good to see you, Susan. I know, I'm feeling the love. Can you feel the love tonight? That's right, Ann. Good to see. Bring it. Let me entertain you guys. Come on. Let's have some jokes. We're going to see a fireworks show in honor of Fort Hamilton's 200th anniversary. It's their bicentennial. Just a couple of days ago, on June 11th, 1825, Fort Hamilton is officially established as an army base, and technically it is still an army base. Today it is the home of the Northeast headquarters of the Army Corps of Engineers. But good to see you, Brooklyn Joys. Welcome. And the Chaos Emerald's getting a lot of work with Diana Lee with a £5 super chat. Diana Lee, thank you so much for the very generous $5 super chat. A £5 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's £5 club. Much, much, much appreciated with a big £5 super chat. Much appreciated there, Diana. Good to see you, Arjun Aloha. Welcome. Demolish the like button. Y'all are being so nice. Thank you, guys. Demolish the like, but don't demolish the like button. I don't want you to break your phones, people, or whatever device you're watching this on. But locked in your like for the win. Photos from around New York. Good to see you, photos from around New York. Welcome on in. I am all full of my mom's goulash. I guess we're gonna have a great day. Arjun Aloha with a $2 super chat. Arjun, thank you so much for the very generous $2 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $2 club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $2 super chat. Much, much, much appreciated. But yeah, always learning something about that, right? Always learning something. That's what we do here on this channel. But good to see you, Sally Skipico. Welcome. But yes, Fort Hamilton, the last active military base in the 5 boroughs. Yes, it used to be a recruiting center. I don't think it's a recruiting center anymore, but especially there were a couple of eras when Fort Hamilton was a recruitment intake center, especially during World War I, World War II, and the Korean War. But good to see everybody. I don't think it's a recruiting station anymore. I think it might be just an intake place. So when you sign up, there's another place where you go to be recruited, and then you eventually get sent to Fort Hamilton before you get shipped out somewhere else. I don't know how it works exactly, but good to see everyone, people. Welcome. Good to see everybody. Hope everyone's having a great Friday night. So technically, ladies and gentlemen, this is our first fireworks Friday of the season. We will be in Coney Island next Friday for fireworks. Tomorrow I had a lot of things planned for you guys, but it looks like the rain is gonna kill our plans. But we do have a plan B and C. So plan A I think is gonna be washed out, but plan B could most likely happen. And then there's also a plan C. So yeah, good to see you, Tanya. Good evening. There you go, Neil. Yes. But I appreciate that, Steve. I appreciate that. Steve, thank you so much for your extremely kind generosity. Bloody hell, you're helping me pay my bills, so thank you. Good to see you, Kirk. Welcome. What borough is Fort Hamilton in? We're in Brooklyn. We're in Brooklyn, Kirk. We're in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. But we are in Brooklyn. Fort Hamilton is right here in Bay Ridge, in my backyard, in my home neighborhood of Bay Ridge, which I hope to move back to very soon. Right now I'm in Coney Island, which is also in Brooklyn. But Fort Hamilton, the only active military base in Brooklyn. Oh yeah, we got these guys parked in the bus stop here. That ain't cool. She's taking pictures of the cars parked. Good to see everybody. There you go, Stephanie. I appreciate that. Yeah, there's literally, like, I think 4 or 5 events going on tomorrow, and I wanted to cover like 3 of the 5. We might actually end up back in Jersey tomorrow, so stay tuned. But good to see you, Brooklyn Joys. Good to see everybody, people. Who remembers old Bay Ridge people? Do you remember Between the Toes? I used to be right here at Encore, what is today Encore Restaurant. But yeah, we got some things planned. We got some art galleries for, I was going to show you some art galleries tomorrow, but I guess we're going to show some art galleries sometime next week. A lot of stuff going on. Mermaid Parade as well. coming up next weekend. So, a lot going on. Good to see you, Deborah. Welcome. And oh my God. Okay, we're breaking records here. Thanks to Quacky Snacks. Quacky Snacks staying up late with me out there in the Netherlands with a 120 euro super chat. Bloody hell. Quacky Snacks. Jesus Christ. Thank you so much for a very generous 120 euro super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's 120 euro club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big 120 euro super chat. Bloody hell, guys. You guys are just like knocking it out of the ballpark with these super chats here. Thank you guys so much. Jeez Louise. Holy cow. And we're not even 15 minutes into the show. Quacky Snacks, thank you so much. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. Oh my goodness, guys. RCI, welcome. Good to see everybody, people. Looks like John Paul Jones Park. Got a lot of construction going on here. I wanted to show you guys a nice close-up view of this cannon here. Construction, Neil, construction. They're obviously doing some kind of construction here. I think they got to redo the pathways in here. So that's why the park is all fenced off. I appreciate that, Steve. I can't believe I'm that valuable. I really do. It kind of blows my mind. Good to see you, Robert. Welcome. It kind of blows my mind how kind and generous you guys are. You guys must really like what I do, so I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you. Let me entertain you people. Thank you. Steve, thank you, man. Oh my goodness. Bloody hell, Stephanie Stearns with a $20 PayPal. Stephanie Stearns, thank you so much for the very generous $20 PayPal. Thank you for joining today's $20 PayPal club. Much, much, much appreciated with a big $20 PayPal. And what we got here, we got Deborah with a $15 super chat. Deborah, thank you so much for the very generous $15 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $15 club. Much, much, much appreciated with a big $15 super chat. Deborah, Stephanie, and everybody else, thank you so much for your very nice generosity. I know you guys love me so much. I'm about to cry. Trying not to cry. Oh my God, New York is one of the best places in the world. I agree. What is up with people driving in Bay Ridge today? Almost got hit by a car backing up today. And just to let everybody know, I finally got my hair cut. My barber was on a cruise in Italy. And he was out on a cruise in Italy for a month. So my hair is all cut off. I appreciate that, Steve. Good to see you there, Lisa UK girl. Welcome. I know fireworks better be good. I think they're going to be Grucci fireworks. And happy Friday the 13th. See, I was saying this last night. 13 is my lucky number. 13 is a lucky number for me. Good to see you, Juice Golden. Welcome. Every time I see your username, Juice Golden, I think of Juice Newton. Yeah, he went to Italy for a month on a cruise. And he cut my hair beautifully. Might as well just give you a selfie here. Look, I'm all young now. What happened to my afro? Look at that. I look 10 years younger, right? I look all young now. Anyway, enough about me. But yes, Deborah, there are fireworks tonight. We have fireworks. But I'm young and handsome. Robert Brune with a $20 super chat. Robert, thank you so much for piling on with another $20 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $20 club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $20 super chat. Thank you so much, Robert. Much appreciated. Jeez Louise. I think this is a record for not even a half hour into the damn stream. Jeez Louise. God damn. Thank you guys so much for all this generosity. I really do appreciate it, guys. It is deeply, deeply, deeply appreciated, guys. But yeah, Friday the 13th. Yeah, I say Friday, the number 13 is good. Listen, my barber, I actually found out today the price of my haircut, which is $17. But I give my barber $40. It's just how I do things because he cuts my hair. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The beautiful Verrazzano Narrows Bridge, the entrance to New York Harbor. They are painting the bridge right now. They are painting the bridge right now. And let's quickly talk about another bicentennial. And that was when the Statue of Liberty's bicentennial happened. I was standing right here with my family, and there used to be a tree right here. Now, this tree got cut down after Hurricane Sandy, but I got stuck in this tree. So you just see the bottom of it now. But good to see you, Phyllis. What a view, Stephanie. And look, we're seeing the fireworks. The fireworks are here, everyone. So we're getting to our spot here right as the fireworks come into position. The fireworks barge is right here. So we're gonna walk down a little bit further. Now, from what I know, the fireworks is a Grucci. This is gonna be a Grucci fireworks show. So it's gonna be a big deal. This fireworks show is gonna be a pretty big deal. But the barge is right there in front of us. A beautiful, elegant bridge indeed. So this event is open to the public, but a couple of things about it. You had to create an account on the Fort Hamilton website. And this event was open to the public, but they had to like vet your name. It was really weird. So I tried to sign up, but I was like, I don't feel like making a log on for their website just for this one event. But 200 years of Fort Hamilton. Fort Hamilton turned 200 years old on the 11th of June. But you love fireworks, ODB? We're gonna have a damn good show. We're gonna have a damn good show. The Weather Girls are performed, and that was the main reason why I probably wanted to go to the show, to see the Weather Girls perform. But I decided not to get tickets. Instead, we're gonna watch the fireworks right here on the waterfront. But the barge is here, people. The barge is right out there. The barge is right out there. And we are ready for some fireworks today. Shout out to everyone staying up late with me out in Europe. You know what, Deborah? One of my favorite memories in Coney Island was watching the Weather Girls perform It's Raining Men in a complete downpour. Lightning and thunder and everything. It was pretty cool. But what we got here? Who we got here? Good to see you, Michael Anderson. Welcome. Nice scenery. Walks are awesome. Watch them. Oh, as well as my positive sense of humor. I appreciate that. Appreciate the kind words there, Michael Anderson. Good to see you. Yep, tomorrow is the Army's 250th anniversary as well. We're gonna just follow the barge out, see how far we gotta go out. Now, a fun fact about this little pier right here, this is called Denzine's Wharf. This is where the British evacuate from on Evacuation Day, November 26, 1783. They finally leave Brooklyn and Long Island in an occupying manner, and some 68,000 troops depart back to the United Kingdom from right here. So yeah, no benches down here because it's kind of narrow. It's okay. But am I keeping these fireworks a second backup? Maybe. But all the history is right here, ladies and gentlemen. If you're new to the broadcast, tell me where you're watching from. Let me give you a shout out. Adam Wagner, good to see you. You're more than welcome for the history. And we got fireworks. Good to see you, Neville 6000 up there in Ontario, Canada. Good to see you. Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Yes, indeed. We're gonna go right where the stage is set up. It's right on top of this bluff here to our left-hand side. And I think I can hear the music already. But we are following this barge right here. That is the fireworks barge right there. Robert's checking on in from beautiful and gorgeous San Diego. San Diego probably has some of the best weather I've ever experienced in my life. But Fireworks Friday starting early tonight. This Friday, Fireworks Friday is starting up, which is crazy. Our summer season kicking off. Now let's see if there's any other photographers down here. I doubt it. Probably only people fishing down here. Let's see. Well, good to see everybody. Hit the like button. Share this with your family and friends. And if you are a member of our armed services and armed forces, thank you for your service. Was there a crime that happened here? I don't know. I don't remember a crime happening. I mean, a little bit further down the walkway here, Claudio, at 17th Avenue, that's where the Son of Sam's last murder happened. But Ethan G asks, is today Fireworks Friday? Well, we have fireworks on a Friday, so yes. Not Coney Island Fireworks Friday, but a fireworks on Friday nonetheless. You're more than welcome, Quacky Snacks. More than welcome. I'm happy notifications went off. I'm really happy about that. Ooh, I can hear the music. The stage is right up there. Oh, they're playing Play Some Sugar on me. Oh, some sugar on me. Where is everybody? Up there. There's a stage up there. So that is the official viewing area inside Fort Hamilton. Okay. I think we're at our viewing location because the stage is right up there. And that's right. Let's get to 100 likes. Come on, guys. We could do it. There's literally nobody down here, which is great. And Nadine Smith with a $10 super chat. Nadine, thank you so much for the very generous $10 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $10 club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $10 super chat. We are now directly behind the stage right now. Here for Fort Hamilton's 200th anniversary bicentennial, people. I had no idea, just share with your people. I appreciate that, William. William, I had to keep this under wraps. I had to make sure nobody else came down here. But thank you so much there. Nadine Smith with a very generous $10 super chat. Deeply appreciate. Guys, you just knocked it out of the ballpark. I really do. I know, right? Friday the 13th equals 13 super chats. I love it. New sub here. Good to see you. Adam, thank you, Adam, for sending Dakota Sheffield out here. I appreciate that, Dakota. Welcome on into the show. Welcome to The Narrows here in Brooklyn. I know it wasn't advertised. I know. I mean, where I look at stuff, it was advertised, but yep, nobody knows New York City like how Dutch Maz knows New York City, all right, people? But Adam, I appreciate you sending people my way. So I appreciate this. So it's showtime. Guys, we're hanging out. 9:30. 9:30 is our fireworks. So I'm going to stand here now for the next hour. And we're just going to wrap. We're going to wrap, people. And this is officially our first Fireworks Friday with the new cell phone here. So I'm very excited about the low light capabilities. We can see it in the wide angle screen here. Oh, you're more than welcome, Dakota Sheffield. But again, 9:45, people. 9:45. I know, yeah, I had to keep mum on it. I had to keep quiet about this, people. But there you go, Steve Cruz. I appreciate that. I'm happy that I'm the reason you're going to come out here to New York. Steve, you're going to definitely join me on one of my walks. Just DM me over on Instagram. We will definitely make that happen. I mean, I appreciate you guys. So thank you guys so much. But we are here. I appreciate that, Tanya. You want them to take you to places that tourists don't go? Steve, I will do that, Steve. You tell me where you want to go. How about that? Is there a place that you've seen in a movie that you want to see in real life? I will take you there. No doubt. I will take you there. But look at this. We got a nice breeze coming on in here. We could do drone patrol here, guys. We could do drone. Let's do some drone patrol. We have 2 orbs of light.
We have 2 orbs of lights flying here. We have 2 orbs. These are orbs, people. We're unidentified. They're probably planes, people. Anyway, we have 3 orbs, people. 3 orbs. 3 orbs. We have 3 orbs here, the drone patrol, people. 3 orbs in the sky. Anyway, will be epic. We'll be standing by for epic fireworks. Wayne, I appreciate that. Good to see you. You want to go to Bang & Olufsen's store? Okay. You know what, Steve? I'm gonna have to do some research on that, but I'll make that happen. Oh my God! You found the original piece of Central Park gates and kept it. Awesome, Stephanie. That's amazing. Look at this! Look at this low-flying drone. Wow, that's a low-flying drone right there. His lights are so fucking bright. Anyway, good to see everybody. We're right here in front. We're right here in front of the barge. We're gonna have fireworks at 9:45, ladies and gentlemen. 9:45, a little bit less than an hour from now. They're flying. Orbs, they're flying over us here. Here in Brooklyn, we have orbs. We have flying orbs. They're planes, people. They're planes. But the gates was an awesome time, Stephanie. Yes, making it orbs. They're orbs. Hey, look, we could I don't know if you guys can hear the music. Oh, we got people with lights up there. UAP, that's right, JK. Good to see you, J. Kim. Welcome. Oh, that's in Soho. Oh, thank you so much, there are photos. There you go. We got some people with lights up there. Yeah, there are people flying drones around. That's right. But we got people with little light things up there. Whole thing. You like my orb voice there? That's my Pokemon Go voice. We're catching Squirtles tonight, people.
And I'm not going to pee as the fireworks start. No, Quack. He's like, I have emptied myself out completely. I have emptied myself out completely, people. Good to see you, Ollie. Welcome. Good to see everybody, people. Just plain silly people. I've already gone pee, people. Already gone pee. I have emptied myself. So we are good. If you ever want to check out some other fireworks someday, really? For real, Wayne? Wayne, can you take me and the Duchess out to the Macy's fireworks show? Maybe we'll go out on the bus. I'll go out to see Macy's for that. Point Pleasant, New Jersey. That's a beautiful thing. That is beautiful. Wow. I appreciate the offer there. So, any news about the board meeting in Coney? The board meeting went pretty late. It went to from what I read, it went to about 3 to 3:30 in the afternoon. So it went fairly late. And again, there was no actual vote on the demapping of the Bowery and the approval of the casino project itself. All those votes are going to happen later on this year in August, September, October, and November. So there's a lot of votes that still need to happen, and those are going to happen pretty much at the end of summer. So stay tuned for more updates about the Coney project, which will hopefully not happen. But good to see you, Tim Beers. Welcome. Good to see everybody, people. Impatiently waiting for fireworks. I was hoping for like a dramatic sunset. I guess we're not going to get that. The clouds really rolled in this evening, so we're not going to get any fireworks. But we are directly in front. We are directly in front of our fireworks barge, ladies and gentlemen. Jay-Z's trying to open up a casino. Yeah, I think he has a stake in the casino that they want to build in Times Square, if I'm not mistaken. But I could be wrong. But good to see you. Good to see everybody, people. We got fireworks tonight. We got fireworks. We got orbs flying in the sky above us. And we have live music on the stage behind us. People are getting ready for fireworks here along the waterfront here in southern Brooklyn. This is all Fort Hamilton, by the way. All this is Fort Hamilton right here. The last active military base in the 5 boroughs of New York, here in Brooklyn, here in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, New York City. A beautiful bridge. Yes, indeed. You heard the golf course in the Bronx is going to be turned into a Bally's, for real? That's my first time actually hearing about that photo, so I'm going to have to look into that. That is my first time hearing about that. I did not know that was one of the sites they were thinking about building a casino. Are you talking about the Ferry Point golf course? Let me know.
That's my first. That is my first time hearing about that. But look at that beautiful bridge, the Verrazzano Narrows Bridge, the 7th or 8th longest suspension bridge in the world, longest suspension bridge in North America, longer than the Golden Gate by 62 feet. The Verrazzano Narrows Bridge, one of the first bridges in human existence to have taken into account the curvature of the Earth. The top of the towers are roughly 1/8 inch further apart from the top than they are at the bottom. And it is named after Alexander Hamilton. Yes, it is named after Alexander Hamilton. Should be orbital playing. It should be, Diana. Yeah, it should be. But if we were to follow these towers are 649 feet tall from the high water mark. But if we were to follow these towers all the way down, touching bedrock, these towers would be as tall as the Chrysler Building, roughly 1,200 feet tall. So, pretty amazing. But the Verrazzano Narrows Bridge, the entrance to New York Harbor. If we keep on going into New York Harbor here, you will encounter the Statue of Liberty, Ellis Island, and eventually Manhattan. Across the river, of course, that is Staten Island. Staten Island, the least populous borough, at around, I think it's 500, 600,000 people live on Staten Island. But of course, this is the bridge from Saturday Night Fever. So, remember that movie. Good to see you there, Cyclone Joe. Welcome. Good to see you there, Cyclone Joe, down there. And you're still in North Carolina, right? Good to see you. Ah, awesome, Neville. Thanks for telling us that. That's awesome. Staten Island's probably Staten Island's probably dollar per like acre. Staten Island's probably the best bang for your buck. If you want to own a car, Staten Island is the borough for you. So it's actually probably the cheapest borough to live. I mean, you could get a house there with a garage and everything. So, but good to see you, Cyclone Joe, down there in North Carolina. And I can technically see my house from here. You're to blame. You give love a bad name. Look, that's where I live. I live down there in Seagate. Good to see you, Din Din. Welcome. That's where I live. I live right by that lighthouse. I live right by that lighthouse right there. That's where I live. That's where I'm going home. And hopefully the Duchess is watching us back at the homestead in Seagate. But yeah, they're playing Bon Jovi. Yeah, that was a Bon Jovi song they're playing up there. You hear it? I don't know if you guys can hear it. And you're to blame. You give love a bad name. Yes, Staten Island is quite inexpensive. Good to see you, Yigvini. Welcome. Chihuahua Rupert, he is in Bensonhurst, but no doubt watching with Mom. But you can't hear it over the traffic, right? That's what I figure. Yeah, you guys can't hear it with the traffic. But we're all alone. This is kind of wild. We're all alone here. Oh, it is Ferry Point Park. Wow. They want to turn Ferry Point Park into a casino? That's crazy. That's my first time hearing of this, photos. My first time hearing of this. We're right here by the Welcome to Brooklyn sign here. In the opening of Welcome Back Kotter, this is the sign they show in the opening of the show. The sign is right here. So that's where we're at. I know we're all alone for now. We might be all alone here. There's only there's a couple of people actually waiting for the fireworks, I think, right here. Other than that, everyone's down here fishing. But I know once the fireworks come off, this is the off-ramp from the Verrazzano onto the Belt Parkway. Everyone's gonna stop right here and start taking video. Alfred Diaz Feebles. Bienvenidos a España. Bienvenidos a España. And good to see you, Lee. Welcome. Good to see everybody, people. Good to see everybody, people. Hopefully everyone's having a great Friday night. I'm having a great Friday night. It's a beautiful night here in Brooklyn. That's a bright fucking light. Jesus Christ. I'm like, is there a car down here? No, it's a guy on a bike. That is a bright fucking light. Jesus Christ. Anyway, good to see everyone, people. We are here. So Susie Q, good to see you. Fireworks are going to start at 9:45. So about 43 minutes away. 43 minutes away, and we got our fireworks here, people. 9:45 East Coast time. Good to see everybody, people. You missed my gram. I didn't go live on Instagram. Did I go live on Instagram today? I don't think I went live on Instagram today. I went live on Instagram yesterday, I think, right? I forget. You heard it this week on NPR. Wow. Had no idea. Had no idea, photos. Had no idea. Let's see if we can see them setting up the fireworks. Let's see. Let's use the super zoom here. Got our little barge there. And there are the mortars, no doubt. It is literally right here in front of us. I'm very impressed with the low light capability of this camera here. It's so good. And of course, a single police boat out there. They're getting started. They're getting started here, people. Legislation passed yesterday on 6/12. Oh yeah, so that is extremely recent news. Okay. And Cyclone Joe with a $20 super chat. Cyclone Joe. That's 2 rides on the Cyclone. Thank you so much, Cyclone Joe, with a very generous $20 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $20 club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $20 super chat. Adam Wagner, you are more than welcome, Adam. And Cyclone Joe, thank you so much for your generosity and support. Much appreciated. Good to see you, Carrie. Welcome. Beautiful skyline indeed. Here in the greatest city in the world, New York, New York. And if you're new to the broadcast, tell me where you're watching from. Let me give you a shout out. Doing a Tiffany. I think we're alone now. Doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone now. Anyway, I'll sing it like that guy who was in the movie Roger Rabbit. I always forget that guy's name. Anyway, good to see you, Tim Bears, watching out there in Maryland. Shout out to Maryland, people. You're more than welcome. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Steve. You started off the generosity here. Bloody hell, Quacky Snacks. You know who you are. Everyone who donated. Much appreciated, guys. Waiting until 9:45 Eastern time for our fireworks. Used to have fireworks in Bensonhurst. For real. I don't remember that. But got a severe thunderstorm passing by your house. So stay safe out there. Hopefully you don't lose internet. Because we got a few more minutes to go here. They're still playing that music. Bob Hoskins, that's right. Dana Lee for the win. Bob Hoskins. I stumbled upon this morning an awesome piece about the ever-changing waterfront of London, and it featured Bob Hoskins, and his Londoner accent is so freaking good. Look over here. All these tall buildings gonna be here. It's gonna destroy the waterfront. They'll go down there and rock and roll it. Anyway, good to see you, Fawn Marie. Welcome. You're more than welcome for the update last night. And I hope you enjoyed last night's episode of This Week on the Internet. But LW, nice ambiance indeed next to the highway. People are leaving. I thought those people were sitting down there waiting for the fireworks. I guess not. We're all alone. Good to see you, Susan, just in time. Actually, we're early. You're early. No, Caesars Bay is way down there. Caesars Bay is on Bay Parkway, so it's way, way, way down there, time lapse. So we are not by Bay Parkway tonight. But good to see you, time lapse. We are right here, right in front of Fort Hamilton. The stage is set up right up there, and they're playing halfway there. Living on a prayer. Switch over to the big TV. Steve, I appreciate your generosity and support. Enjoy the fireworks. If I don't say hi to you again, if I don't see you again in the chat. But Bob Hoskins, man, he's great. Yeah, the late great Bob Hoskins there. But look it up. Look up that video. It's so good. I mean, his accent, his Londoner accent is so good. That's the kind of stuff I study. The way he says here, he says, look here. It's like, that's the kind of stuff I I like to study. I love you too, Steve. Oh, living on a prayer. Did some research. The Ferry Point passed city. Oh, the council passed the home rules resolution, which allows them to build a casino. Oh wow. Okay, I had no idea. Photos had no idea. Thank you so much for the update. If you're just tuning in, we are here at the entrance to New York Harbor, the Verrazzano Bridge. Hit that like button, people. Hit that like. We're doing pretty good on the ratio. 126 watching and 112 have hit the like button. Much appreciated. Up here on the 11th floor, can see the Detroit fireworks. Nice, Susan. You got fireworks in Detroit? That's a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful thing. I have to worry about like the mice and the possums around here right now because it is dark now. But I will do this for you guys, all right? I will do this for you. And we can actually just barely see the steeplechase parachute jump. Let's zoom on in here. Yeah, it got dark quick. Look at a beautiful parachute jump. There is your parachute jump, your steeplechase parachute jump right down there. There's Coney Island right there, people. About 5 miles away as the crow flies. But good to see everybody, people. Good to see you, Susan. Welcome on into the show. We are here now officially, impatiently waiting for fireworks here. The Eiffel Tower of Brooklyn, the steeplechase parachute jump. I'm surprised there's like no other boats out here as well. There's like nobody out here tonight, which is nice, not gonna lie. It's kind of nice. As long as little kids on bicycles don't hit me, I'll be fine. But good to see everybody, people. Hope everyone's having a great Friday night. It's officially our first Fireworks Friday. Fireworks Friday here in Brooklyn. I think we got a couple other people now down here to watch the fireworks. This is the fun part. Nobody knows it's down here. You want to hear that, Lucky Black? Lucky Black, that was filmed right up there. Hey, Tony, look at me. Look at me. Oh, come on, get down. You were supposed to call me, Tony. All right, we'll talk later. Oh, you were supposed to call me. Lucky Black, good to see you. A fine scene in cinema history. Saturday Night Fever, people. Does it bring back memories doing the drone show? Got drone people. Drone people. Drone people. So Steve LaPont wants to know whose fireworks show this is. This is the 200th anniversary, the bicentennial of Fort Hamilton, the last active military base here in New York City, Steve LaPont. Good to see you. 200 years of Fort Hamilton and also the Army's 250th birthday being celebrated tonight. This is most likely going to be a Grucci fireworks show, so it's going to be a pretty big deal when these fireworks go off. The show is expected to last about 15 minutes, and it's going to start at 9:45. Do you like that impression there, Lucky Black? Lucky Black, I've memorized Saturday Night Fever, you know? I memorized Saturday Night Fever, so I got the inside scoop. That's right. You know how we do it. Yeah, no, not a lot of people know about it, no. I mean, the people up in the fort know about it. Let's get that shot of the stage again. We got a whole bunch of people hanging out up there. They are ready for fireworks. They are ready for some fireworks. Got some band. The Weather Girls are playing up there at the stage with a couple of other bands, and they got a DJ. But sounds like did I sound like I laid an egg then? I did lay an egg then, yes. Oh, they're playing Foreigner. Born and raised in South Detroit. She took the midnight train going anywhere. I forgot the rest of the lyrics, sorry. Let's see if I can hear the... Anyway. A white and cheap perfume. Anyway, hope it's not like the parade at 2 beats pizza. No, it's not going to be like that, Steve. It will happen on time. It will happen on time. Asia, Asia, up and down the boulevard is right, surging at night. Trailer, hero. I don't know the lyrics. Sorry, guys. I know I'm butchering that song. So let's see here. What the sign on the boat? What the sign on the boat moving? There is no sign on the boat. There is no sign on the boat. There is no signs on any of these boats here. So, and we're doing the gong show now. Good to see you, Cynthia Sunflowers. You're back from Mom's taxi service. Service is closed for the night. Okay, Cynthia. Well, I hope you had a great night, Cynthia. But they're playing the tunes up there. I'll do my best to sing along. Oh, actually, do we have a live stream? Hold on, let me see if I can find a live stream. You want to know about the history of the Verrazzano Narrows Bridge? I know it's Journey. Sorry, it's Journey, not Foreigner's Journey. The Verrazzano Narrows Bridge, the 8th longest suspension bridge in the world, or 7th longest suspension bridge in the world, depending on what book you read. The Verrazzano Narrows Bridge, the longest suspension bridge in North America, longer than the Golden Gate by 62 feet. It was designed by Othmar Ammann. This was the last bridge he ever designs. The first bridge Othmar Ammann ever designs is the George Washington Bridge. This is also the first bridge of its size to have to take into account the curvature of the Earth. The top of the towers, which are roughly 648 feet from the bottom there, from the water. Anyway, I'm going to just talk about the Steve LaPont. Steve LaPont with a $5 super chat. Steve LaPont, thank you so much for the very generous $5 super chat. Thank you for joining today's $5 club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $5 super chat. Much appreciated there, Steve LaPont. Thank you so much for your support. But there's a little bit of history about the Verrazzano Narrows Bridge. The entrance to New York Harbor, designed by Othmar Ammann. One of Robert Moses' last large-scale building projects. Roughly 10,000 people were removed from their homes for the construction of the approach roadway of the Verrazzano Narrows Bridge. What else? If we were to follow these towers all the way to bedrock, they will be roughly as tall as the Chrysler Building. But the top of the towers are roughly 1/8 inch further apart at the top than they are at the bottom. 649 feet tall from the high water mark to the tippy top. Also, a family of peregrine falcons live on the bridge, and that's to prevent other birds from nesting on the bridge. What else? Good to see you, Sarah Bannis. Welcome. Happy Friday the 13th. Happy 250th anniversary for the United States Army, and happy 200th Bicentennial for Fort Hamilton. That is why we are here, people. That is why we are here. Good to see everybody. Let's see. Good to see you, M8R. Wondering when I'm going to go back to Governor's Island. Let's see. Make a governor of Coney. Oh, soon, M8R. I don't know. Soon, M8R. I gotta make some. I gotta make some more money to build me a pavilion of fun, M8R. But good to see you. Let's see here. Oh no, Friday the 13th. Due to this day, fireworks are canceled due to a ladder falling on one of the barge workers. Okay. But thanks for subscribing, Ray Rock. You're waiting for Gene, the dancing machine. Me too. That pool in Fort Hamilton was great back in the day. I swam in that pool a few times myself. Yes, 10,000 residents were displaced here in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, just to build the approach road for the Verrazzano Narrows Bridge. So it would have been more people if Robert Moses got his way. And then also, there was a very early concept of the bridge where they were going to extend the subway line up and over the bridge, but that didn't happen as well. There was also supposed to be a footpath and a bicycle path over the bridge, but that fell to the wayside as well because they didn't want the Verrazzano Narrows Bridge to become a landmark for people to commit suicide. So that's what they say. But they saved $2 million, and it's strictly a vehicle-only bridge. But happy Friday, people, because you know what? Let's sing it. It's Friday night, and the mood is right. You're gonna have some fun. You're gonna show them how it's done. TGIF. After tonight's live stream, a new episode of Perfect Strangers is coming on, featuring Mark Linn-Baker's new girlfriend. And then after that, an all new episode of Family Matters, featuring 50 Cent and P. Diddy, and a whole lot of baby oil. That's tonight on the ABC Family Networks. Anyway. No, again, oh God, okay, we're gonna have to repeat ourselves a lot about this subject. But once again, yesterday's City Council Planning Committee, Land Use Planning Committee, was only for public input. They were asking for public input about the casino, so people who talked for the casino and against the casino had their public comments recorded, and no voting is taking place. Votes for the casino to actually happen or not, all the voting process is going to begin at the end of August. So August, September, October, that's when a lot of the process will begin for the casino project. So I've already repeated myself 3 times about that. So I think that's the last time I'm going to talk about the casino, everyone. So but again, nothing has been approved. We're still very early in the process. Stay tuned for more updates, and we'll talk about that in the future, okay? But yes, fireworks, goobakaba, one of us. That's right. Anyway, why is there no drama movies about the building of the bridges? I don't know, Diana. Yeah, I don't know. Money talks. I hope they don't build it. But hopefully not. We'll see. Hopefully they don't do it. You don't want to stare at a 44-story building while riding the Wonder Wheel. That will not be fun, people. We will lose that historic view forever if the casino gets built in its current form. We also learned that Thor Equities does not have a plan B. So there is no plan B for Thor Equities. So if they don't get the casino license, which is going to be given out in November, they're just going to leave the land vacant. So who knows? But we all pray it doesn't get built. Let's hope it doesn't get built. But good to see everybody, people. Yep, yes, I know. They tried to do it in Staten Island. Yeah, that's called the Metropolitan Field there. I have a feeling the city field project is probably going to get built. That's actually more like likely to get built because it's already on parkland. There's quite a big bit of concessions for the public and the community as a whole. And I don't know. That project seems to be nice and cohesive with City Field and the area surrounding it. Even though a casino just a couple of thousand yards from home is not exactly the best. But BK East 71st with a $5 super chat. BK East 71st. Thank you so much for the very generous $5 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club. Much, much, much appreciated with a big $5 super chat. Thank you so much for your continued generosity there, BKE 71st. Much, 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 much appreciated. Thanks for sponsoring tonight's fireworks. And y'all have knocked it out of the ballpark already very early on in the show. So thank you guys so much. I'm going to entertain the shit out of you guys now. Good to see everybody. I'm trying to find there is a live stream from Fort Hamilton. So I'm going to try to find that right now for you guys, so we can see what's going on over there. Let me see if I can find this here. This would be a pain in the ass to find, but I don't care. But good to see everybody, people. Yeah, are we almost at lucky 13 super chats? Are we almost there, people? That's a beautiful thing, people. That is a beautiful thing. But good to see everybody, people. Let me see if I can find this live stream here. I think they have an official YouTube live stream of this. Let me see. Let me try that. My legs are not going to cramp up. I'm fine. 140 people watching is a beautiful thing, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your continued support. Watching tonight's show. Much appreciated there, people. Much appreciated. Let me see if I can find this live stream here. Okay, they were live.
Where's the official? There it is. I found it. Found it. What the hell? They don't have a... They advertised they were going to have Fort Hamilton's official live stream for this. And it's not even there. For real? Yeah, it's not there. Why would they advertise that? Okay, I guess we're the only ones, people. I guess we're the only ones that are going to officially show this fireworks show. Yeah, there's no live camera. The live streams that they do have, they keep stopping, so... They had the band playing earlier. That's what it looks like up the hill at the moment. But, yeah, I guess we're the only ones here, people. I guess we're the only ones. Anyway. Blows your mind how dark it is and it's still light over there? Yeah, it's kind of crazy, Tanya. Kind of crazy. All right, well, we're here. We're here. We're hanging out. We're hanging out, people. We're hanging out. Actually, what I should do really quick is I'm going to share this. I'm going to share this on Facebook really quick here. So people who are... I'm going to share this in a group here. See what happens. There it is. Yep, 23 more minutes to entertain you guys. Hey, ladies. Yeah, fireworks here, ladies. Yes, yes, yes. Ready for a thunderstorm. Stay dry out there, Tanya. If you're new to the broadcast, tell me where you're watching from. Let me give you a shout out. Hit that like button. Let's do it, people. Let's freaking go, baby. Let's go. Drone people. Drone people. Drones are flying over our heads. The orbs are flying over our heads, ladies and gentlemen. Good to see you, Natasha. Welcome. Good to see you, Natasha. I'm telling you, this fireworks show is going to be amazing. This fireworks show is going to be epic. And we're all alone. Pretty much just one guy down here now, waiting for the fireworks. You like my Jerry Lewis impression? I. Oh my God. Walk on. Walk on. And you'll never walk alone. You never walk alone. Wait, where's the barge going now? Why are we moving? Why is the barge moving all of a sudden? Expecting rain in Buffalo. It's going to switch to snow shortly in June. Dakota Smith, don't shovel too much snow, please, for the love of God. Yeah, all these drones are going out to LaGuardia. Where's the barge going? They can't move too much. We're only 20 minutes out. We're only 20 minutes out from fireworks here, people. Anyway, Pia Lorena is watching us from Santiago, Chile. Buenos noches, Santiago. Buenos noches. Good to see you there, Pia. My favorite Pia is Isadora. Remember her? She was awesome. Anyway, random thought, but good to see you, Pia Lorena. Welcome on into the show. Welcome into the show. Bloody hell, that's a bright light. Look at this coming through, people. Buenos noches. Good. Expecting 2 feet of snow in Buffalo. That's that goddamn lake effect snow, right, Dakota? Is that goddamn lake effect snow? That Buffalo lake effect snow, man. It's the tool of the devil. I'll tell you that right now, people. I will tell you that right now. But good to see everybody, people. Good to see everybody, people. There is your Verrazzano Bridge, people. There's your Verrazzano Bridge, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Narrows. Welcome to the entrance of New York Harbor. In the greatest city in the world, New York, New York. The city's so nice, I named it 2 times. Right here next to the Circumferential Parkway, better known as the Belt. Belt Parkway, moving good in both directions. Free and easy, breezy and easy here on the Belt Parkway. I don't know why we don't call it the Circumferential Parkway. That was Robert Moses's line of the name of the highway. The Circumferential Parkway. Anyway, and not enough snow for lovers there. That's true. You're more than welcome, Dakota. You're more than welcome. You love Buffalo. Shout out to Buffalo. Good to see you, DJ Fitness. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome on into the show. I love Buffalo too. I love Buffalo. I love Niagara Falls as well. Niagara Falls is a mighty fine place to hang out. But good to see everybody, people. Let's go Bills! Let's go Bills! 17 more minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 17 more minutes till we get our fireworks. The barge is moving quite a bit because of the current here. GF Jergs, good to see you, GF Jergs, out there in Lindenhurst. And the Fort Hamilton site is it down for you? It's the Fort Hamilton site down for you? That's crazy. Maybe they're having connection issues up there. Maybe they're having we have a good connection, so we're good so far. The lights on the bridge look green. There we go. 961 seconds as the world turns, ladies and gentlemen. As the world turns. 17 more minutes. E-Bike Mike is checking on in right across the way in Staten Island. Good to see you, E-Bike Mike, down there in Annandale, Staten Island. Good to see you. Good to see everybody there, people. Good to see everybody, people. The E-Bike Mike, welcome on into the show. Welcome on everybody, people. Your favorite band's from Buffalo. What's your favorite band from Buffalo? What's the name of the band? I didn't know there was famous bands from Buffalo. What famous band is from Buffalo? Oh, awesome. Adam, I might just take you up on that very soon, so stay tuned. I want to go to Buffalo and have some buffalo wings at the Anchor Bar, right? Is it the Anchor Bar? They're the ones who invented the buffalo wing. Shout out to all the moderators. Cassandra and Lily Dale. Interesting. The Goo Goo Dolls, everyone. The Goo Goo Dolls are from Buffalo. And Buffalo Bill and Buffalo Springfield. There you go. I don't know. Is Buffalo Springfield really from Buffalo? Hey, Buffalo Bill. What did you kill? Buffalo Bill. Hey, Buffalo Bill. What did you kill? You have no idea. Oh, okay. You're just throwing it out there. Okay. Names with Buffalo, people. Who's a Bills fan? Me and the Duchess are Bills fans, all right? We like the Jets, but we like the Buffalo Bills maybe a little bit better. It's all good, Deborah. Did you catch up? Pia Lindstrom from WNBC. I remember Pia Lindstrom. Good to see you, Reyes. I'm doing great. You're a Buffalo Bills fan, Adam. Awesome. That's a beautiful thing. We are impatiently waiting for fireworks. 15 minutes, people. 15 minutes. 9:45 Eastern Time. We're going to have our fireworks. The fireworks show will last approximately 15 minutes. Deborah has caught up with the live stream. That's a beautiful thing. Yeah, Buffalo Bills do have some real fans. I mean, they'll shovel the whole stadium for the game. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. I appreciate that, Adam. Thanks for being a fan of Dutch Mars Family Networks. Good to see everybody, people. Welcome. Haven't seen the amount of teams. Me too, DJ J. I agree. I haven't seen that much fan spirit in a very long time. You'll show me Niagara Falls and how to go down the barrel the right way. I'll do that. I'll do that for the live stream, all right? If anyone wants to fund that. Pia Lorena, thanks for subscribing. Much appreciated. You're about an hour from Niagara Falls. That's a beautiful thing. Good to see everybody, people. We are here in front of the beautiful Verrazzano Bridge. It's a beautiful night tonight. Not hot, not too humid. Ooh, they really got the DJ pumping the tunes up there. All I want to do is a zoom, 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 and a boom, boom. Just shake your rump. All I want to do is a zoom, zoom, zoom. The tower lights aren't on. This bridge doesn't have tower lights, GF Jerks.
they've never lit up the towers of the Verrazzano Bridge. So this bridge never had tower lights, for the most part. How tall is the bridge? How much is the toll on the bridge? I think it's $18 if you're non-residents. You're more than welcome there, Lorraine. Yeah, this bridge really never had tower lights on it. I think they used to light it up a little bit, but it was nothing like the Brooklyn Bridge. So good to see you, Lynette Jackson. Welcome. Yeah, it's actually one of the most expensive bridges to cross in the world, the Verrazzano Narrows Bridge. You're avoiding the roads. Yeah. Tomorrow might be a day to avoid the city tomorrow. So you have to pay to get across that bridge. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. It's an arm and a leg. So what are the bridge's specs? You remember? Well, it's 2.5 miles long if you count the on-ramps. I want to say it's almost a mile between the two towers. It's almost 245 feet above the river at the high point, 649 feet from the high water mark to the top of the towers. It's 12 lanes of traffic. And Kim Jensen keeping the love going with a $20 super chat. Kim, thank you so much for the very generous $20 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $20 club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $20 super chat. You guys are being awfully kind tonight, so thank you guys so much for all the super chat love. So it's a special bridge worth the toll. Again, how much is it? I think it's like $11. I think it's like $11 or $14. I forget what it is. It's expensive. Bloody hell, that's a bright light. That is a fucking bright light, man. Jesus Christ. But you need a bright light because there's no lights down here. One day. It's all good. DJ J, all you gotta do is hit that like button. All you gotta do is hit that like button. We got plenty of other people. But I know Easy Pass does get a discount. Yes, residents and Easy Pass holders do get a discount crossing the Verrazzano Narrows Bridge. So thank you so much, DJ J. Good to see everybody, people. Welcome to the Narrows. We are here in front of the Verrazzano Narrows Bridge. And I appreciate that, William. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, man. If you're dealing with some bullshit in your life, may this live stream be a glorious distraction from the everyday. That is my job here on the internet. This is why I don't like to talk about politics or news on here. We are here to have a good time, and we're going to have a great time tonight. We're going to have some fireworks here in the harbor, or here in the Narrows. We're in the outer harbor. So from this point on, it's considered the outer harbor, the lower harbor. And so this brings you up into the harbor. Statue of Liberty. It is a ripoff e-bike, Mike. I have to agree, but it is a dynamic structure. It takes 2 years to paint the Verrazzano Narrows Bridge, so it's constantly being painted. Also, the structure sags roughly 12 feet lower in the summertime than in the wintertime. On average, all suspension bridges here in New York City sag about 12 feet lower in the summertime as opposed to the wintertime. So there you go. It's about $7 each way for Easy Pass, $2.75 for Staten Island residents. And exactly, it used to be around $18 one way. Frontier, etc. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Right? Only a real New Yorker can bring you all this. I appreciate that. Yes, thank you so much. He's from Jersey. He's from Jersey, Steve, so I appreciate that. Claudio Elementary staying up late with us out there in Italy, where it's 3:36 in the morning. And that's right, the Belt Parkway, aka Leif Erikson Drive, from Fort Hamilton Parkway to Knapp Street. There you go. We're patiently awaiting fireworks. Yes, indeed. And the fireworks are going to be right here. Right here. The barge is right here in front of us. You got that? Let's zoom in on it using the super zoom, ladies and gentlemen. So we can see the fireworks barge and the tow and the tugboat right there. So the fireworks are going to be right here in front of us. We cannot get a better view than this unless we were in a boat, people. We need to be in a boat, people, to get a better view but we are right here for you guys all around the world. Thank you so much to everyone out in Europe for staying up late with us. Thank you so much for everyone watching here in North America and all around the world. Good morning, New Zealand. Good morning, Australia. And good morning, Japan and all other points east. Good morning, good afternoon. We're hanging out here at the Narrows, people. We are hanging out here at the, look at that beautiful view here. That 1X lens is gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that view. So again, fireworks will start at 9:45. It's a 15-minute show. 9:45. We're just about 7 minutes away, people. 7 minutes away from our fireworks here in the Narrows. 7 minutes away, ladies and gentlemen, here for the fireworks. We are quickly getting there. 9:45. It's at 8 minutes. Did I not do my math correctly? Let's see. Yeah, it's 5, 6, 7. 7 minutes. 7 minutes now. 7 minutes to go. 7 minutes to go till our fireworks show, ladies and gentlemen. We are here. Bloody hell, Joanna Solis. Bloody hell, with a $50 PayPal. Joanna, thank you so much for the extremely generous $50 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $50 super chat club, a super PayPal club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $50 PayPal. Thank you so much. Y'all are knocking it out of the ballpark today with all these donations. So thank you so much, Joanna Solis, with a very generous $50 PayPal. Much, much, much appreciated. That is very awfully kind of you. Remember, all PayPal donations pretty much go to my Grubhub. So you're literally putting food in my mouth when you give me PayPal. Oh my God, Investigator, thank you so much for the very generous $50 PayPal. Thank you so much for joining today's $50 club. Much, much, much appreciated with a big $50 PayPal, Investigator. Much, 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 much appreciated. Yowza, yowza, yowza. Everybody dance. Do-do-do-do, everybody clap your hands. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Yowza, yowza, yowza. Anyway, $50 is super nice. Y'all are knocking it out of the ball. I was not expecting this much love tonight, so god damn, I'm gonna have to really perform tomorrow. Well, what's the temperature? Let me see. I do not know the temperature. Yes, directly across the way is Fort Wadsworth, which is a part of the Gateway National Park there. Let me see here. Let me see. What is the temperature here? It's nice out here. This is my kind of weather tonight. So, from the WMAZZ studios here, it's 65 degrees Fahrenheit with a real feel of 63 degrees. And I don't know where our wind's coming out of, but it's a very light wind. But 65 degrees right here in the Narrows at the moment. 65 degrees with a real feel of 63 right here at the... Actually, the weather station is... We actually just walked past it at Denzine's Wharf. So just underneath. I do not know what the dew point is, Neil. I'm sorry. That's something you're going to have to look up on your own. But it's Goldilocks weather. That's right. Dindin took the words out of my mouth. It's Goldilocks weather, people. It is Goldilocks weather. And also it's, yes, people. A lot of people have already mentioned that, Reyes. Friday the 13th. But like I said on last night's live stream, last night's 11 o'clock news, 13 seems to be a lucky number for me. So who is the sponsor for the fireworks? The sponsor for the fireworks, I believe, is a whole bunch of people who are sponsoring the show up above. You're gonna make me look this up, right, Claudio? Let me look this up here. So I just had all of the sponsors a moment ago. Yeah, this is a Grucci fireworks show. Yes, this is a Grucci fireworks show. Used to like riding a bike on the 69th Street Pier. That's a beautiful thing. And Miss Nisi with a $10 super chat. Miss Nisi, thank you so much for the very generous $10 super chat. Thank you for joining today's $10 club. Much, much, much appreciated. The big $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Miss Nisi, for sponsoring tonight's fireworks, Miss Nisi. I thank you so much for a couple of more dollars. You guys are knocking out of the ballpark tonight. I will watch out for Jason in Manhattan. Yes, indeed. I'm not in Manhattan. No, I'm in Brooklyn. So let me see who's officially sponsored these fireworks here. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find these sponsors here. There we go. Tonight's fireworks are sponsored by the USAA. And is that it? USAA. This is for the U.S. Army. So well, I'm rolling tonight, investigator. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, USAA, and I think there's a couple of other sponsors, but they're not on this list here. Here's the official flyer, by the way, if you want to see it. There's the official flyer for tonight's fireworks, people. No, these fireworks are not sponsored by babiesovernight.com, your new bundle of joy. Babiesovernight.com is sponsoring this live stream, so... babiesovernight.com is sponsoring this live stream, people. But it is the Army's 250th birthday. That is tomorrow. Tonight, we're celebrating Fort Hamilton's bicentennial on June 11th, 1825. Fort Hamilton is officially established as an Army base. It is the last active military base within the 5 boroughs. Last active military base within the 5 boroughs. And is home of the Northeast offices for the Army Corps of Engineers. Why you no walk? Right? Why am I not walking? I have no idea. 2 minutes, people. Thank you so much, Neil. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Oh, and down to a minute now, people. We're down to a minute. Yes, we are. We are down to a minute, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Over here, over there. Da, 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 da. Right? That's how the song goes. I have no idea, people. Drone people. We got drones. We got drones flying over us. Okay. Now let's see. Will we hear a countdown from the stage behind us? Let's see. Are people gathering up there? Let's see what people are looking like up there. It's the final countdown. The countdown has started. People are now all up on the bluff right there. They're getting ready for these fireworks. We got a few people down here getting ready for the fireworks. We got people everywhere, and the drones are back, baby. The drones are back. Right? Bring on the fireworks, especially for people watching in Europe. And shout out to everyone watching in Europe. I really do appreciate you guys staying up so late with us. And fireworks, people. I'm going to be quiet. Here we go. That's a great spot, guys. I'm glad you're enjoying this. And Irina with a $5 super chat. Irina, thank you so much for the very generous $5 super chat. Thank you for joining today's $5 club. Much, much, much appreciated. for the big $5 super chat. Irina, thank you so much for sponsoring tonight's fireworks.
say it's not over yet, people. You're gonna know when it's finished. I have a feeling the grand finale is gonna be spectacular. Whoa! That one went off a little bit too low. that went off right on the water. Holy cow.
Michael, thank you so much with the very generous $3 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $3 club. Much appreciated with the very generous $3 super sticker. Much appreciated there, Alfred. Much appreciated. And I think that's it, people. Happy 200th Bicentennial to Fort Hamilton. That is an incredible sight. Incredible sight. Wow, what a grand finale. That one that went off right at the barge level was just insane. I don't think I've ever seen that was definitely some kind of mistake there. But to see it go off right next to the barge, right at the barge, was pretty incredible, people. But there it is, 200 years of Fort Hamilton. A little bit of traffic did slow down here on the Belt Parkway, which was kind of amazing. Let's walk back to my house here in Bay Ridge. Come on. Let's walk back. Or should we just... Did I get splashed? No, I did not. But what was the question you guys are asking there? They're gonna have no mercy. Okay, I don't know. Don't worry about it, guys. Anyway, that was fun. That was fun. Those slow cascading fireworks were quite beautiful. You're more than welcome, Claudia. I'm gonna get some sleep. We're gonna walk a little bit. Let's hang out. We'll talk for a little bit more here. We'll head back to my house. Let's head back up the hill. But that was a pretty good show. You're more than welcome. More than welcome, the investigator. More than welcome. You're more than welcome, Gabby. Yeah, I think the phone really knocks out of the ballpark. We stayed in the wide angle lane things the whole time. That's right. No politics, people. Please. No politics. But the Sleeping Willow ones, I know, those are amazing, Adam. They really filled up the whole sky there. And some of the higher fireworks were like basically over our heads, which was really cool. And the fishermen just keep on fishing. The fishermen just keep on fishing.
I see a...
All right, go back to Nino's. Lucky Black, my mom made a delicious goulash tonight. But I had Nino's the other day, literally the other day. But I hope everyone really enjoyed. That was a lot of fun, people. Yes, 200 years of service and 15 minutes of fireworks. It's a beautiful thing. You're more than welcome, Colleen. Thank you, Colleen, and everyone out there in Europe for staying up late. But please be civil in the chat. Please be civil, people. We're here to have a good time. No arguing, please. We're here to have a good time. We're gonna head back up to my apartment here, and we'll do the big thank you. And we got a lot of people to thank. A lot of you guys donating today. Some crazy donations tonight. You're more than welcome, Cynthia. Yeah, imagine that, Tanya. That would have been cool. That would have been cool. We need bigger fireworks. And we'll be doing fireworks again next week. Our first Coney Island Fireworks Friday is going to be starting up. Our first Fireworks Friday is coming up. And it's going to be a great, yeah, it's pretty dark. Yeah, there's no lights down here. There's no lights down here. Just a bridge lights up the path here. Just a bridge lights up the path. That's right, me too, investigator, me too. I love this country of ours. But yeah, more fireworks. We got a lot of fireworks shows coming up, people. We have quite a bit of fireworks shows coming up. We're just a few weeks out from 4th of July. And there are fireworks shows leading up to 4th of July. And I'm not going to go too much into depth. I'm not going to go to the Saturday Night Fever bench because it's like completely pitch black. And there's no doubt people sitting on it, making out, who knows. Ah, there you go, Neville. Thank you so much for letting me know that. A little bit crowded down here. Yeah, M8R. We had a lot of beautiful donations tonight. Really is nice. Really is a beautiful thing. But let's head up where there's more lights. And I could do the big thank you for you guys. This was a lot of fun. I appreciate that, Deborah. It was a lot of fun tonight, people. This was well worth it. Well, let's head up where there's more light and we will do the big thank you. And we got a lot of people to thank tonight. Well, let's first get up there first. So now for all the people who want walking, you got your walking. Yes, indeed. We're here to have a good time. Good times. Food, folks, and fun. Just like McDonald's. Food, folks, and fun. I don't have any food with me, but we have a lot of folks and we have a lot of fun. He's walking, people. Alert the affiliates, especially on the West Coast. We are walking. We are walking. Yeah, triple F. That's right. It was. I'm glad you enjoyed on your TV there, Steve Cruz. Welcome on into the show, Travis. Travis, you're going to have to watch the replay. Ah, there you go, Neville. There you go. That's right. That's right, investigator. Yeah, it's pretty dark out here. There's no lights down here. Somebody's compensating for something. We made it back up. We made it up the hill. Let there be light, people. Let there be light. This is a fun stream. And again, y'all really knocked it out of the ballpark today with all your generosity. It is deeply appreciated.
Mermaid Parade. Next Friday, our first Coney Island Fireworks Friday. So we got a lot of stuff coming up in the coming weeks. Looks like we had a nice little crowd down here watching the fireworks. Had a nice little crowd. All right. It's a fun. We got a lot of stuff, Reyes, coming up. We got a lot of fun stuff coming up. It is going to be a fantastic month. This month is going along extremely strong. Tomorrow, once the rain clears out, we're going to have some more adventures today. The Duchess will be in the Mermaid Parade. She has just finalized her costume, actually, today. I know, Steve, it was pretty awesome, Steve. Steve, it was pretty awesome. There was maybe like a dozen people around us. That's about it. Not that many people at all. So it was pretty sweet. But let's head back up to my apartment here, and we'll do the big thank you. You guys get a little bit more. Guys, get a little bit more walking now. A little bit more walking. We'll do a little bit more walking here. Yeah, Colleen, we'll figure it out. It's either going to be plan A, plan B, or plan C. I think probably plan C is going to be happening. But she will be in the parade on the Tractor Pirates float. And she has an awesome mermaid costume for the parade. She will be the best in the parade. And I will do my best to bring you the best coverage. We will have a, might as well tell you guys, we will have a second camera running. So there will be an edited version of the Mermaid Parade that I will be uploading as well as a companion to the live stream, because at some point the live stream is going to crap out because it's just going to be so many people down there. So I will be making a second edited video, which is going to be great. I did not cross the bridge. I did not cross the bridge. We're not in Staten Island. We're in Bay Ridge. We're just going to walk up 4th Avenue here, make our way back up to 95th Street. Yeah, Steve. Nothing like Mardi Gras, though. I would love to cover Mardi Gras one of these years. But, you know, we used to have a Mardi Gras parade in Coney back in the day. Not anymore. Now we got Mermaid Parade, which is the official celebration to the beginning of summer. Look at that park job. Bloody hell. Wow, he's like parking like halfway up the street. But tonight was a lot of fun, people. And you guys made it fun. I know I would love to go to Trinidad and cover the Carnival parade out there in Trinidad. That sounds like a lot of fun. So Quacky, I honestly don't know what time I'm going to be on. I thought I was going to be on tomorrow morning, but it looks like it's going to be raining pretty heavy in the morning. So now it's looking like the afternoon we're going to be on. But so I really don't know at this point. There's literally like five events going on in the city. I was gonna attempt to cover 3 of them, but one of those events, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to cover because it's just going to be raining raining a little bit too heavy in the morning. So I'm probably going to be on in the mid or late afternoon at this point. That's why you want to hit the notification bell. Yeah, I think he had a few beers in that parking job, yeah. I think he had a few beers. I think he had a few beers there. But that's why you want to hit the notification bell. Because tomorrow, I really don't know when I'm going to go live. There's so much cool stuff happening in the city tomorrow that, yeah. Yeah, right, Neville? Well, I gotta cover some. I gotta go down to Trinidad myself. I want to see a calabash plant. 1-2 inches of rain tomorrow. Yeah, heavy bands are setting up, Steve. Yeah, I saw that. It literally just completely threw off my plans. Like, I really don't know how tomorrow's gonna play out because there's so much going on tomorrow. But I'm gonna do my best to cover a lot of it. And I'll just get this out of the way now. I am not going to any protests tomorrow. Tomorrow there's quite a few protests and rallies going on. And I will not be covering any of those because this is not the channel for that kind of stuff. Unless we like come up on it organically. Yeah, I'm not gonna go out of my way to cover any of the protests going on tomorrow. And there are going to be some pretty big protests as well going on. Yes, Sunday is the better day of the weekend. Good to see you, Owl. Welcome. But we had pretty good fireworks tonight. Those were impressive. Good to see you, William Foley, out there in Scranton. Yeah, right, Steve? Yeah. But we're going to be doing the lighthearted side. This is a fun channel, exactly. This is a fun channel. We want to have fun here. We want to enjoy the scenery and the beautifulness that is New York City. All right, almost back to the house here. Almost back to the house. This is St. Patrick's Roman Catholic Church. Hey, they used this in the pretty terrible movie called Brooklyn Rules, starring Freddie Prinze Jr. and Alec Baldwin. There was a place to go in Bay Ridge in the 80s. It was pastels. Freddie Prinze Jr. has one of the most comical Brooklyn accents ever recorded on film. It's a quick walk home. I'm not home yet. I'm gonna go home back to my apartment where I left my bag, and then I'm gonna hop on the subway and head back home to Coney Island. I cannot spend the night out here because I don't have a bed out here. So I have an apartment, just no bed. But it is time. Once we get to our little spot here, we will do the big thank you. And I will thank everybody one more time for all your donations, all your PayPals, all your Super Chats. That's right, Miss Nisi. That's right. Welcome to the Dutch Zone. We got fun and games, man. Yeah, Neil, unfortunately, I did not find my tent. I'm going to have to buy a tent. I forgot I gave away my tent to like a friend who like actually goes camping all the time. So I wasn't sure I still had it. And exactly, Steve. Exactly, Steve. Very well put. But it is time, ladies and gentlemen, for the big thank you. Let's start over on PayPal. We got a bunch of PayPals to hear, like the investigator. with a $50 PayPal. Thank you so much, investigator, for a big $50 PayPal. I want to thank Stephanie Stearns with a big $20 PayPal. Much appreciated. Stephanie Stearns with a big $20 PayPal. Much appreciated. And now we got some crazy and extremely generous super chats. We start off with Alfred Hinkle with a $3 super sticker. Alfred Hinkle, thank you so much for the very generous $3 super sticker. Much appreciated. Irina with a very generous $5 super chat. Irina, thank you so much for the very generous $5 super chat. Miss Nisi with a $10 super chat. Miss Nisi, thank you so much for the very generous $10 super chat. Much appreciated. Kim Jensen with a very generous, extremely generous $20 super chat. Kim, thank you so much for the very generous $20 super chat. BK East 71st with a $5 super chat. BK East, thank you so much for your $5 super chat. Steve LaPont with a $5 super chat. Steve LaPont, thank you so much for the very generous $5 super chat. Cyclone Joe buying 2 Cyclone rides for me with a very generous $20 super chat. Cyclone Joe, thank you so much for the very generous $20 super chat. Nadine Smith with a very generous $10 super chat. Nadine, thank you so much for the very generous $10 super chat. Robert Brune with a bloody hell with a very generous $20 super chat. Robert, thank you so much for the very generous $20 super chat. Deborah, right here in Brooklyn. Deborah with a very generous $15 super chat. Deborah, thank you so much for the very generous $15 super chat. And a bloody hell, Quacky Snacks with a 120 euro super chat. Quacky Snacks, thank you so much for the extremely generous 120 euro super chat. Deeply appreciated. And we got Arjan Alawaha with a $2 super chat. Arjan, thank you so much for the very generous $2 super chat. Much appreciated. And Diana Lee, staying up late with us out there in London with a £5 super chat. Diana Lee, thank you so much for the very generous £5 super chat. Much appreciated. And oh my God, Kim Jensen, you did 2 super chats. I didn't realize that. Kim Jensen with another $50 super chat. Kim, thank you so much for the extremely generous $50 super chat. Thank you so much, much appreciated. And Steve Cruz starting off the super chat love with an extremely generous $100 super chat. Oh my goodness, Steve Cruz down there in New Orleans, Louisiana, the Big Easy, with a very generous, extremely paying the bills generous $100 super chat. Bloody hell. Opening bid if your price is right, people. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Did you find this nonsensical live stream by accident? And make sure to subscribe to the Dutch Moz Family Networks here on YouTube and over on Instagram. All same name at Dutch Moz. Make sure the notification bell, because I never know when I'm going to go live next. You got to hear my vibrato, right? You got to hear my vibrato somehow, right, people? Anyway, from Bay Ridge, this is Dutch Moz signing off. Have yourself a fantastic and beautiful Bay Ridge day, whether you can afford to live here or not. I want you to hug your loved ones. Cherish those beautiful moments. And good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. I will see you guys on the next one. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.